Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Justin.
Morning. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out. Really exciting to be one of the first sessions at Korea Blockchain Week. It's my first time in Asia, and so far, really exciting. Justin, I know you come back to Korea quite a bit. What keeps you coming back here a lot?
Yes, I think Korea is one of the most important crypto community in the region. I saw like Vitalik with Singapore, right? And he is doing like a remote speech session prior to my mine. So yeah, I come to Korea time to time, and also we're also holding lots of Tron DAO events in Korea as well. Here is definitely one of the most important base for our community.
So the Tron community is pretty active in Korea, you would say?
Yes, yes. We build community in Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Indonesia, like all the major Southeast Asia, East Asia countries. Yeah.
That's awesome. What's like the most exciting thing going on in the Korean community right now in Tron?
So, of course, for Tron itself, it's famous for stablecoin transaction. I know lots of the OGs in Korea is all using Tron as a blockchain to transfer USDT. But only, I think, a small percentage of the Korean actually trading USDT, because most of them is just trading for BTC, KRW on RB or something. So because Korean, I think it's a very isolated market, right? It's not like share the markets with all the offshore exchange like Binance, Huobi, other exchange. I think that's one thing. So that's why we collaborate with lots of the Korean developers in terms of GameFi, NFT development. So I think that's like the specialties on the specific Korean region, and people love to see.
Yeah, definitely feel like there's a lot of gaming developers that I'm meeting out in Korea. I know that Tron has some game stuff going on, which is exciting. Moving on, I guess, to zoom out a little bit more about Asia in general. The trend right now seems like things are moving back towards Asia. I think a lot of projects are fed up with the Western situation, and like kind of in the U.S. regulations, things are a bit unclear. Feel like Asia is set for some big innovation right now, right? Like what do you see? How are you feeling about that?
Yes, I definitely agree with it. So I think if you look back, right? So for the last 12 years, we have actually 4 bull markets, right? So basically 2013 and 2017 is dominated by Asia buying power, or powered by Asia narrative. 2021 is the first time you see the Western funds or actions building up like all the narrative. So that's why I think probably the bull markets next time in 2024, 2025, I think still gonna be Asia based. So that's why Korea is definitely one of the most important places if you want to position yourself as a major player. You need to get into Korean market and build a community here.
And do you think that there's going to be more adoption of like USDT and staked USDT? I know you guys are doing a lot of stuff with that, and DeFi just got into Curve. Do you see the potential in Korea for that opening up?
I don't think this is particular for Korea. As I said, Korea is a very isolated market. People here only trade KRW, BTC pair. They don't really, I think, dive into DeFi, NFT. Only a very fractional, small amount of people will do that. But the majority of the people, I think, will still only trade crypto on centralized exchange. So that's what I see. But still, this is very important for developers. And crypto traders, communities, if you really want to build a business here. Specifically for Tron, Tron start with stablecoin business first, right? So we have the largest USDT reserve in the world, even more than Ethereum. And also we collaborate with USDC, TUSD, USDT, and the other USDJ, other type of the stablecoin to issue on Tron network, and also has quite a big volume today. We are handling around like 12 billion US dollars worth of transaction every day, and generate around $400 million revenue, protocol revenue every day. We surpass Bitcoin protocol revenue this year. So actually, it's a very good business. And besides the stablecoin, so right now we are building up, as I said, STUSDT is RWA, yield rebase stablecoin, just like STETH on ETH side, but we have a stablecoin version. Currently, it's the #1 in the world, has around $700 million market cap. You can earn around 4 to 5% fixed yield on that. And also, we are building the biggest DeFi protocol, just land, same TVL with RV, around like $4 billion. And also, of course, SunSwap, Uniswap, on Tron as well.
So a lot of activity in the DeFi space with Tron, with the stable coins. Interesting that there's so much activity with dollar-based stable coins in Asia. Do you see that like as a long-term trend? Especially, I know that let's say, for example, there's a bunch of countries right now that are sort of banding together to, I don't want to say bring down the dollar, but like are trying to make a movement against it. And it's interesting that that obviously U.S. dollar-based stable coins are so strong. So do you see that continuing that trend in Web3 DeFi? Will the U.S. dollar-based stable coins continue to be strong and reign as like the supreme stable coin?
Yes, I agree with that. One of the most important reason for US dollar stablecoin strong in Asia, I think is because of the regulatory environment here. So I think Korean people is very easy to understand this point because both Korea and China is highly fiat regulated country, so we can't change fiat dollars into US dollars because of the foreigner currency control. So all the money needs to stay in the country. That's like something people from the West have never heard of it, right? So they are moving funds like freely, but in Asia that's not the story. So that's why when people want to possess assets offshore, the only choice for them is stablecoin. Because banks is not friendly to offshore holders most of the time. if you are US citizen, you will also understand that too. So, so that's why today, if you are opening bank outside of your country, is extremely hard. So that's why blockchain also play a very big important role on this. And also, of course, if they can offer you stablecoin, that's gonna be even better, right? You can get a stablecoin account with stablecoin, and then buying STUSDT with a fixed yield, right? That's basically that's why I believe DeFi is very promising, because it will realize all the function of the banks, but has much more regulatory flexibility compared to the bank. Yes.
Amazing. So you talk about regulatory flexibility. Noticing an interesting trend this week, talking to a lot of people out here, that seems like the Hong Kong government is really opening itself up to crypto again. Obviously, there was a period in time where Hong Kong was very popular place for headquarters and were places where people were laying the ground base for their crypto projects or their exchanges. And then that kind of fell off for a bit, and now it seems like it's picking back up again. There's some incentivization. I think Wobi just recently moved back to Hong Kong. So how are you seeing that environment? Do you see that as like the leader right now in Asia? Is that where the trend is moving?
Yes, I believe the trend in Hong Kong is very interesting. Since back to 2017, actually Hong Kong has lots of crypto business. Like everybody familiar, Bitfinex, BitMax, FTX, like at that time, all the major crypto exchange started in Hong Kong in the first place. But we know like around 2021, we have this kind of the crypto crackdown policies happen in China, so which also scare lots of the crypto business away from Hong Kong, plus national security law. So that's why not only crypto business, but all the business in Hong Kong has going down dramatically. I think during the pandemic. So that's why after the reopening policy, I think the executive teams in Hong Kong did discuss with central government how to continually boost the Hong Kong business in the future, because Hong Kong is losing all the business to Singapore, right? So that's why I think they got the support from the central government on the policy level on crypto business, how they can attract crypto business again back to Hong Kong. So that's why we have seen recently Hong Kong government start to open the license policy and also the way how to build Web3 business in Hong Kong. Like people talk about blockchain in Web3, more like Web3. So they want to build Web3 business and also attract more entrepreneurs in Hong Kong. So that's why Huobi, which I'm an advisor to them, is very bullish about development in Hong Kong. So that's why I think 3 months ago I visited Hong Kong for 3 weeks, and I met all the important people there. And yes, we are trying to start to build our business in Hong Kong, definitely.
Would you say that it's Hong Kong becoming more active, or that Singapore is sort of falling behind and not as exciting as it once was because their stances are changing, or that Hong Kong is just doing more right now to really attract people?
Yes, I believe Hong Kong is doing more because Hong Kong, Singapore is two cities always compete with one another.
Sure.
Yeah. And Singapore actually get lots of traffic from Hong Kong because of the regulation, pandemic, all of those reasons. So I think Hong Kong right now is acting very active, try to win those things back.
So it's an interesting little rivalry between Singapore and Hong Kong.
Yes.
And you think there's potential that Singapore might step up at some point? I'm sure they're recognizing, they pay attention to what's going on. You think that they're going to try to step up in the next few years and play ball with Hong Kong and make this an interesting rivalry, continuing, especially as, regulatory things are coming. Web3's growing. I think more and more money is coming into the industry. We're in a bear market right now, obviously, but bull market's coming, and Singapore knows that. So, you think that they're going to be doing more to keep what they already have, and maybe even bring in some more back from Hong Kong?
Yes, I believe the rivalry between cities is always good for developers, right?
It's healthy. It's healthy for the global crypto sphere, right?
Yes, and even I think in the future we might even see the region rivalry, right? So. SEC has taken a very aggressive, I will say, legal action against famous crypto projects or crypto exchange, with drive away lots of the crypto projects to Asia, to Mid East, to Europe, which is I think actually is a good thing because it solved the decentralization problem, right? We don't want the crypto to be held by one organization or concentrate in one country, which is by nature doesn't fit in the value of crypto, right? So we want decentralization. We want a different organization holding different authorities or innovations. So that's why I think SEC, so for Tron itself, it's the same story. So if US has a friendly environment, we will put more resources in US. But if not, which is totally fine for us, we will put more resources in Korea, in Japan, in Southeast Asia to develop the markets over there, right? Because eventually, I believe crypto is a global strategy. It's a global protocol. So everyone eventually will get into crypto. So it's just like internet, right? So internet is not begging US for accept internet in the first place, right? Because eventually, leverage internet technology is good for US in the same place. So that's why we are doing things gradually. So we have patience to wait for the US presidential elections. Probably we will see some policy changing over there.
Yeah, definitely some big things coming with the US soon, I'm sure. A lot of rumbles in the news right now. But going back for a second, talking about you mentioned about the internet and how it developed and how it sort of just evolved naturally, I guess, because the product itself evolved over time, right? And we were still in really the infancy of crypto, I think. Bitcoin's 14 years old, I'm pretty sure, something like that. So, and you yourself have been around in crypto for 10 years now? Something like that, maybe?
Yes, 11 years.
11 years, okay. So yeah, you've been doing it for a minute. And you've seen quite a few things. So I'm curious, what's the most important accomplishments you've seen from the industry till now? And then to follow that up, what do you think we're missing to evolve to the next evolution of how the mainstream will perceive crypto and Web3?
Yes, I think the first major, I will say there is 4 or 5, I think, very genuine innovation happening in our industry. The first one is stablecoin. So before cryptocurrency, there is no way for you to holding stable value without like open bank account, basically, right? So, but today you see like everyone holding different kind of the stable coin, transact this in less than 20 cents probably for the transaction fee, and get instant transaction. And also they don't need to submit their passport to get crypto addresses, right? And they can get access to those with like Ledger, hardware wallet, right? Which I think is amazing for everyone in the world. This is actually like widely used today by most of the people in the world besides crypto community, right? So today in Tron network we have over 2 million DAU every day. So 2 million people using Tron every day without even knowing crypto probably. So that's why we see the DAU of Tron is very high. But at the same time, you know, we see most of the users didn't even dive into like DeFi and NFT. I will talk about that later. But so I think this is the first use case used by everybody in the world, will be used by even more people in the world, even without knowing cryptocurrency. So they use cryptocurrency to transact stablecoin. I think that's the first innovation, which is very important to our industry. The second innovation, of course, I think is ICO. So ICO is the first time in the world you can just compute a smart contract, and then you can receive money in a fair way. So everyone can verify the smart contract and send money to the smart contract and get token. Even, of course, lots of scam related to that.
It was a little dangerous
Exactly.
during the ICO boom.
Exactly.
But the technological evolution was
Yes.
was fascinating at the time, for sure.
Exactly.
And it was obvious how much money came into it, right?
Yes, exactly. So I will give ICO the second, the biggest, the second biggest innovation. The third one, of course, I think is perpetual futures, which is never exist in the financial markets before. But right now, today is one of the biggest financial services, right? In Binance, Huobi, OKX, all the like major exchange has, which is created by BMax, of course. This is also, I think, something new, never happened before. And also, of course, we have seen DeFi, you know, NFT, different innovation come to our industry. So that's also one of the biggest reasons I have confidence in this industry, because we have so much happening every single day. So if you retire in this industry for, I don't know, like 6 months, you're probably gonna fallen behind for lots of the things, right? So that's why that's also keep me always in this industry. I have been in the industry for 11 years. Lots of my friends has retired, but I have been in this industry since day one. One of the biggest reasons is because there's too much things to learn.
It's exciting, yeah. I mean, you have so much energy to keep going. What keeps you so excited about it? I mean, you could retire right now if you wanted to, right?
Yes, for me, I think it's the new things happen in the industry. So for me, I still spend a quite amount of time every day, actually, like 2-3 hours per day, to look into like all the new projects and the new things happening in our industry, right? Recently, of course, I think it's RWA, right? And also like all the ZK solutions. But still, I mean, we want to see when all the new technology take off, right? So, and also for myself, I have lots of work needs to do. Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting things coming up right now, right? We have, like you said, RWAs, real world assets. new layer 2 deploying every single week. I think ZKs are here and are seeping themselves into the market. Even LSDs, right? Liquid staking derivatives. All these different things are coming to the table. Yet the market is indicating that it's not so impressed, right? Like I said before, we're in a bear market right now. Kind of sucks. I mean, it's good energy here. Everyone seems to be really excited. We're all the builders. We're doing our thing. But why hasn't the market responded positively yet? What do you think is missing?
Yes, actually, yesterday night, like one of my friends asked me the same question. I think one of the biggest reason, if we want to find reasons for bull markets, we need to find a reason for bearish market first, right? Why we end in the bearish market in the first place? I think for 2021. The reason is very simple. First of all, is too much leverage. We know, Celsius, 3AC, like Luna, FTX, like all the major collapse happen in the crypto space is because of too much leverage, right? They are basically buying $1, but with $10 buying power, right? The rest of the $9 is all leverage. So, which, I mean, is big disaster for our industry. We have been went through these whole years for deleveraging, right? So right now we have seen most of the leverage has been liquidated, right? So we have seen Celsius liquidate all their STETH position. Right, we have seen like 3AC, FTX, of course, is slowly like liquidate their position, and also of course like Grayscale, right? So and the other company as well. So that's why the deleverage process maybe takes some time to do that, and that's the first thing. Second, of course, I think is the damage of the public reputation. So even, I mean, we are all builders, we are still building technology, try to earn everything back, but still, like all the bad news over there, right? So we'll scare lots of people don't understand crypto away. So they need time to heal, right? And to build confidence again, to get into crypto industry again. But I think it sucks, but that's the value we have here, right? So that's like the job we are doing every day, try to rebuild the confidence of crypto industry, try to get everybody excited about crypto again, right? So, but just like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin went down to bearish market like several times, but went back to all-time high.
Yeah, we go in cycles, right?
Exactly. So that's why I'm super bullish about crypto in the next 2 years. And I think eventually we will get there. And all the unlucky things happen, we will put it behind.
It's almost like bull market is exciting time. Everyone's partying and having a great time. You make a big mess in the house, and then you need to clean it all up, right? The next day after the party. So that's a 2-3 year bear market of cleaning up all the mess, and then we'll throw another party again, hopefully in a year or two.
Yes.
Cool. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Tron. We have about a minute and a half left here. Tron's up to some exciting stuff right now in DeFi. You guys just saved Curve's ass, which was a really important move. And you sort of have this strategic partnership where STUSDT is now being deployed on Curve, and there's Curve activity on Tron, which is exciting. So that was what, about 2 weeks ago when they deployed, and you made that announcement. So what's the activity been like since that deployment? What can you tell us about what's going on there?
Yes, sure. For every DeFi developers, major DeFi developers, NFT developers in the space, we will find a way to help them if we find they are in crisis, because we know they are one of the most important foundation for our industry. So we are not only invest into the Curve help them to solve the financial problem. I also convinced lots of my friends to together invest into Curve to prevent things from happening. That's the first thing. And also, second thing, we are right now collaborating with not only Curve, but also RV, Chainlink, other major DeFi developers in the space to build on Tron, to bridge on Tron. Since Tron has a very robust DeFi ecosystem, stablecoin ecosystem, and we will also help and facilitate users to get there because it has instant transaction, a very cheap gas fee. So that's like the advantage there. But also, of course, I think besides all the blue chips developers, for the independent developers, we are also very happy to help them to build on Tron. So I think that's right now it's bearish market. I definitely looking forward to incubating and helping all the developers to grow in the bearish market.
Amazing. We are out of time. Justin, thank you so much for your time, guys. Please give it up for Justin.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of your sessions today. Thank you all for coming out.